So in this video, I will go why cloud features are a must in data collection. I'll go through the 6 features that really helps in the management of projects and data collection. And as a word of caution, this video might very well have bad to very bad humor. And then if we define what the cloud is, so basically you have a sensor that is measuring the data. The data is transmitted wirelessly to the cloud, and then the cloud it's a secure cloud, and any researcher in the research group can access the data. And we will go 6 different features. We will go to first what advantage the actual cloud account provides. Then we will go advantages of remote control. We will go about hotspot upload, automatic data upload, remote checking, and also data backup. So let's start with the actual cloud account. So basically you will have the data in the cloud, and when you have different people in a research group, and especially nowadays people might be working remotely, and the data, especially if you're using the raw data, the data size, file sizes are pretty big. So it really helps when any researcher can access the data at any point. They can just log in with their email and they can get the data from the cloud already when the sensor is still within the participant. So you can start analyzing the data already at there, and you don't need to be providing a hard drive to someone like we did it in the old days. And then as a second feature, we will go through the remote control. So the cloud feature of remote control is like the old school TV remote, but you don't need to be pointing with it because it works with the newer technology. So basically, any researcher can just access cloud even with their smartphone. They can see the devices that are there and just click devices that they want to be started and start them. The same goes for stopping. So actually starting the measurement, you can do it even in a bus. You just click the devices on and that's it. Compared to the old way where you actually had to connect the device, maybe with the Bluetooth cable, you need to go to PC software. And in some cases, this PC software was only on one laptop. You paid for it quite a bit for the annual license. And then only with this computer, you can start the devices. So it really helps in project management when you have remote control. So then feature number 3 is automatic data upload. So basically you have the data, it is encrypted, so you cannot see it. And the data automatically goes to the cloud, but you don't need this on because it is actually automatic. And it actually helps a lot in a project because earlier you would need to connect the device with the cable. It would upload, you would need to transfer the data from the device to a computer. And many times this was the only computer because the license of the software was only for one computer. So it needed to be one actual laptop that could transfer the data. But now data is just automatically transmitted from the sensor to a smartphone and from smartphone to the cloud. And this can happen already where the participant is. So basically the participant is just sometimes opening their phone and the app, and the data gets uploaded automatically to the cloud. So it really, really saves time and effort in projects. And feature number 4 is hotspot upload. And it's actually not a spot. It's quite a big area. It's 20 to 40 meters area. It's the range of Bluetooth. So basically what it means is that one smart device with the application can actually draw the data of any sensor that comes to its range. So basically, you can, for example, have one smart device in a classroom if you're measuring children in school. And when children come to the classroom, the app will automatically upload the data to the cloud from any sensor that is close by. So in these cases, even if you are measuring more than the onboard memory is holding the data, in many cases, for example, 2 weeks, participants don't need their own phone or app, but actually it's done in a hotspot. And the hotspot can be, for example, in a health clinic if patients are coming there. It could be in the waiting room. And when they're just waiting there, the data gets uploaded to the cloud automatically. And feature number 5 is remote checking. Yeah, looks good. So what it means is that already when the device is still with the participant, you can just go to the cloud account and you can see the data. You can see that the participant is actually wearing the device, and you can see that the data looks good. If you see that the participant is not wearing the device, you can send them an SMS, email, call them and say that, could you please wear the device? So this really improves adherence to the measurements, because you can check and you can also check the data quality. So you will get better data from more participants with the remote checking. And feature number 6 is data backup. So the data goes up and then it goes back up. So that is the data backup. So basically you will have the data in the cloud, and then you will download it to local computers. So you have it in different places, the data. And this is really important. You have put money, you have put time, you have put effort to get the participants, collect the data. Last thing you want to happen is to lose the data. So the cloud works as a really good backup place for your valuable data. So the last thing you want to do is lose your data. And the cloud works as a really good backup for your data because it's physically in different places. So for example, if there would be a fire or somebody would break into the university or something, you would have the data in different places. So that's one important thing in data backups, that the data is in different physical locations. Overall, I introduced 6 features that make it much easier to manage projects and to collect data, and probably you will get more good quality data with the cloud features, or you can get the same amount of data with less resources, less money spent. And there are few solutions, few accelerometers that are already in the cloud. I'm a bit biased, but I think Fibion Sense is really, really good. It provides a tiny sensor that automatically uploads the data to the cloud, has all the features that I was telling. And in addition, it has a very practical patch that makes it easy for participants to attach the sensor. And it doesn't have any buttons. It can measure 22 weeks with the initial charge. So it makes it really easy for both participants and researchers to do the measurements and get the data. It also creates really nice participant feedback reports. So you can provide something for the participants in return that they were participants in your study. Thanks for watching.